Well, it's Saturday afternoon. It's about 3:15, which means I got about 2 hours of shooting light left. Last weekend I spent 3 days in this box blind. I saw 2 deer. I had 1 buck off to my left over here heading towards the swamp. Just a young buck. And I got no bug tags left, so I didn't even entertain the thought of shooting him. And a few minutes after he went in the woods, or went down in the swamp, a young deer came running out of the woods, stopped, looked around, and turned around and ran right back in where it came from, and that was it. That's all the deer I saw. A week ago today, it didn't get out of the 20s. It was in the teens when I'd come in here in the morning. We got a buddy eater down here. I went through several canisters of gas with that buddy eater, and it kept me fairly comfortable in here. Today, it's 72 outside, and it's 90 in here. That's what it feels like. Sounds like it's starting to sprinkle rain a little bit. So, it's been a tough season for me trying to kill a doe. A really tough one. There's been a big increase in the human activity on this property this year, bigger than any of the previous years that I've hunted it. It's really taken a toll on the deer. They're not completely nocturnal. I mean, you see it, I get some pictures of one every now and then in the daytime, but nothing like they've always been before in here. Usually a doe was a given, especially right here in this blind. But not so this year. So, this may actually be my last hunt this year. We'll see. Tomorrow's New Year's. I'm gonna stay home and do some cooking in the morning. Get the black-eyed peas and the collard greens all cooked up. And the cornbread. Eat way too much and sit in my chair. I may come, depending on what happens this evening, I may hunt tomorrow evening. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it strikes me. Anyway, keep watching. We'll see what happens. Well, as you can see, I have clobbered two great old big does. Two great old big does. So, ain't no doubt I got a bunch of work cut out for me tonight. It'd been nice if this had happened last weekend when it was 20 degrees. But anyway, got two nice does here. A lot of meat for the freezer. And so that's what I was after. And that's more than likely going to conclude my 2022 deer season. I don't know that I'll go tomorrow with two big old does in the cooler tomorrow. So anyway, I appreciate you watching my videos. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope that that I get to bring you many, many more. And there you go. Alright, I'm going to try this again with the little red light blinking. Old Danny tired. That's a lot of work. So I shot these two does. The first one was a big old lead doe. I waited for her to come around the rest of them and get over there. And she was kind of quartering to me. And I put it right on that shoulder, right there in front of that shoulder. And popped her. And would have thought that I'd have dropped her in her tracks, because most of the time it does. I wish I could show it on YouTube, but the devastation that it did to that shoulder and to that deer is unreal. And that's just a 30-30. But she went 40 or 50 yards, I guess, before she piled up. I was worried about that one because she didn't drop or anything. She just spun around and run off. So a minute or so later, one of them came back, because they had all scattered. There were 5 or 6 of them there at least that I saw. So one of them came back, and it was a good doe. And so I got leveled up on her and squeezed the shot off and knocked her down. And lo and behold, I don't know how she did it, but she got back up and she run off, and she went, I don't know how far she went. It's kind of hard to tell out there in the dark. But I had trailed her up. It was trying to rain and everything else. I was worried about running out of blood trail, but it started picking up the closer I got to her. And so I had called my friend Mr. Hatch, and he brought his dog in there. And by the time he got there, I'd already found that deer. So I just waited there until he got there so he could get the dog on it, let the dog go ahead and find it. So we found that one and got it drug out and went and got on the other deer, and it didn't go, which was the first one I had shot, and she didn't go very far. So got them drug out of there, got them out of the woods. They're in the cooler now. They're all iced down. It's 9 o'clock. So it's been a lot going on since about, I don't know what time it was when I shot them. It must have been about 5:10 or 5:15 when I shot them. So getting them located, getting them out, drug out, getting them out of the woods, getting them here to the house, getting both of them skinned out, and it's just me doing it. So, and I don't get in a rush. I don't try to break any records when it comes time to get one skinned out and butchered up. I just take my time and get it done. So anyway, they're taken care of and they're in the cooler. I appreciate you watching my videos. I hope you enjoy them. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you'll go ahead and hit that subscribe button and maybe hit your bell there beside it and turn on your notifications so you'll know next time I upload a video, because I'm going to try to keep them coming for you. Most of what I do somehow revolves around deer hunting, but not always. I do some other stuff too. So anyway, that's going to conclude my 2022 deer season. All I've got left is one doe tag, and tomorrow's the last day, so I'm going to stay home and cook and get fat. Get fatter. So there you go. Perfect.